All right, this is the book of Luke, chapter 12, and I'm going to start at verse 51, and it says, "Suppose ye that I have come to give peace on earth? I tell you nay, but rather division." Verse 52, "For from henceforth there shall be five in one house divided, three against two, and two against three." Verse 53, "The father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, and the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law." I want to give all honor, all glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders of the nation of Israel. Shalom to you brothers out there that are laboring, enduring the elements, making your body a living sacrifice, trying to seal the elect, making your call and election assured, seeking out your own salvation. As well as you sisters that are learning, listening, applying, being obedient to your husband. Shalom, shalom, okay? Brother Zachariah, come back to you with another sit-down lesson here on this Saturday, all right? And draw me to do this lesson is this article here, and I have another article as well. But starting off with this one, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, man. And it says, chilling 911 call made by Florida teen Derek Rosa, accused of stabbing his mom multiple times to death in front of his newborn sister, says he took pictures and sent them to friends. Hey, that's cold-blooded, man. That's very cold-blooded. All right. And it says, let's see, down here it says, all right. All right, Derek Rosa, who allegedly stabbed his mother to death, made a chilling 911 call after a horrific incident and claims to have taken pictures to send to friends. What I just read, he's been charged as an adult, okay? And what did it say? How old he was? Did it say his age? Not just says he's a teen, but he's being charged as an adult. I guess because of the crime. Okay, he's a 13-year-old. All right, I see it now. He's been charged as an adult in court and did not appear at his first hearing. Okay, Miami-Dade Corrections Rehabilitation released the mugshot. You know, look at that face, man. That mugshot on Friday. All right, this is the chilling 911 call made by a 13-year-old Florida boy who allegedly stabbed his mom multiple times in front of his two-week-old sister before taking pictures of the crime. Derek Rosa from Hialeah, Florida, accused of savagely murdering his mother, Irina Garcia, 39, in her bedroom last Thursday. When responding, officers arrived at the scene. Garcia was lying dead with multiple stab wounds to the neck as her newborn daughter lay unarmed nearby. Rosa appeared stoic in the mugshot, his eyes deadpan after he was slapped with a first-degree murder charge. Slovakia. The young teen will be tried as an adult and did not appear in his first hearing in court Friday. He's being held at the Miami-Dade Corrections Rehabilitation Facility, Slovakia. The chilling 911 call has since been released, with Rosa telling the dispatchers that he's planning on taking his own life after he took pictures of his mom's body. And look, there's a bigger picture of his face. All this. And this is his mother. All right. And I'm taking that they are Israelites. They could be of the northern kingdom, you know, which her having that blonde hair, that's a form of leprosy, which we know that's probably not her natural hair. A lot of our people, the tribes, they love to dye their hair blonde. All right, let's go down here and see. All right, it says in the transcript, the dispatcher can be heard asking Rosa, "Why did you kill your mom?" But no response was recorded. Rosa allegedly told dispatcher he had taken pictures of his dead mother and sent them to his friends. That's crazy. He is heard saying, "I took pictures and I told my friends about it. Is that bad? I told the dispatcher she's dead, miss. There's blood all over the floor." The teen is also alleged to have said, "Right now I have the gun with me. I was going to shoot myself, but I didn't want to. There is a knife in my room and there is a gun in the living room." He stayed on the line with the dispatcher for nearly 18 minutes until police were heard at the door. Rosa's father and grandmother appeared on behalf of the juvenile in court with the Miami-Dade State Attorney's office officials, confirming a grand jury has formally charged him. All right. Emotional pleas emphasizing support for the young boy were heard in court, with his father making the case that the incident was out of character. It's very unfortunate that the tragedy occurred, said his father, but this child is very humble, very peaceful, and no one could imagine that this would ever happen. Rosa has been ordered to be held without bond and transferred to the Metro West Detention Center. He'll remain there until the judge reviews the defense request to the 13-year-old to juvenile custody. Man, that was a spirit that was on that boy, man. Look, and this is them right here. You know, that's crazy. I was trying to look to see if it gave a reason to what made him do that, man. But I don't know. But I'm not gonna waste too much time reading into that, 'cause I got a lot of precepts and then another article to bring out. But this is Matthew 10:34, kind of pretty much saying what Luke was talking about. But this says, "Think not that I have come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword." And this is Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is not coming to send peace on earth. He's coming with a sword. The only way there's going to be peace is once the kingdom of heaven is established and the Israelites are back in their land. It tells you that there'll only be peace when the Israelites are back. Okay. So, he's coming with a sword. So, and the sword, that's basically telling you he's coming to do some killing. All right. Verse 35, it says, "For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law," which we read this in Luke. All right. And then Matthew 10, verse 36, it says, "And a man's foes shall be day of his own household." Okay. So you're seeing a lot of division in the house with the the mother against the daughter, or the daughter against the mother, the son against the father against the son. But now in this case, it's the son against the mother, and he killed his mother. All right. So the scriptures is telling you these things will happen in the last days, and you're going to see it escalate more and more and more. All right. And he's taking the I understand, a father, taking the defense of his son, but I'm like, man, he killed your wife, man. And he's talking about he's humble, but there's nothing humble about killing your mother, man. That's crazy. All right. But this is another scripture here, and it says, this is 2 Ezra chapter 5 and verse 8. And it says, "There shall be a confusion also in many places, and a fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places." But this is the point right here. "And menstruous women shall bring forth monsters." Okay. And these kids, man, a lot of these kids are like monsters that you see in today. They're very disrespectful. They have no regard for life, or your life, or their life, anyone's life. They're just crazy, man. These kids, man, are wild. And it's a crazy thing, that's going on. It's a spirit that's on a lot of these young individuals, man. And then Esau is adding more and more to it, by way of what he's teaching in these schools. They're not teaching the kids to learn anything. They teaching them about all these weird genders, and it's more than two, and all kinds of madness, man. And then the video games, which there's nothing against video games, but some of them are very violent, and it's putting a spirit that's on these kids as well. You got to be mindful of the things that you watch and you do, Okay. We're going to remain in 2 Ezra, the 5th chapter, but we're going to go up to the verse 2. Okay. And it says, "But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago." Okay. So it's telling you that iniquity, you're going to see an increase in iniquity. All right. Which iniquity is sin. All right. All right. And this is a precept to go along with that. This is Matthew 24 and 12. And it says, "And because because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And like I was telling you with these kids, man, you're seeing it with them and just people in general. So many crimes are being committed. People are just, you know, it's nothing for like, you could get into a dispute with your neighbor, and your neighbor, man, they don't have zero tolerance or patience, and they can just kill you. Hell, you might come up to them humble, and they might just still put you to death. Who knows, man? Okay? Which is leading me to this article here, which brothers have been posting the video. I never posted the video because I felt like that might get my, you know, my page taken down, which I'm talking about Instagram, even Facebook. You know, Facebook is real strict, you know, so I wouldn't post the video, but I'm sure that you have seen it. Brothers have posted it. And it was two neighbors were getting into it, a dispute, okay? And then ultimately it led to this one guy, which is here on the left, killing this man here and his son. He killed them both in cold blood, you know? He shot them multiple times, make sure they're dead, man. All right? And then he went on about his day, went on about his business, all right? So here it says, son gunned down alongside dad in Brooklyn noise dispute. So it was about noise. So I don't know if maybe the guy was playing loud music and they could hear it. You know, like the walls are thin in my place, and that's why I have to obey the rules here, you know, because it could ultimately lead into a dispute. I got into it with a neighbor because the guy was banging on walls and stuff, and I could hear it, and it was keeping me up. I had to go to work. So I went and I knocked on his door, and I told him, hey, man, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Man, can you keep it down? And his eyes were very bugged out. So and I could look, you know, I was born that night, but not last night. Come on now. And so I knew this guy obviously was on something. He was doing some type of drugs over there, and he was over freaking out or doing something weird. So I told him, you know, keep it down. And he's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, okay, you know, and I went on about my business. I went back to bed, got up, got ready for work. He knew when I was getting up for work, and this guy followed me out of my apartment, out as I was heading out into like the parking lot area. And the guy, the whole time, he was threatening me, you know. He was throwing out words and, you know, cuss words and cursing and threatening me, talking about, you know, all this stuff. And I'm like, and I was ready. I was like, I had all my things with me. I'm going into work, and I'm like, man, I'm about to do something to this guy. But I didn't. I used wisdom. I text the landlord and told him what was happening. So he went up there and he checked the dude's apartment and found that there was glass everywhere where he pretty much destroyed the whole apartment. And he took a knife and was carving out. There's wooden floors in the apartments, and he had carved it out with a knife, you know. And he kept saying there were things in the wall, like spirits or demons in the walls or something. And he just went crazy. Dude was bugged out, man, but he was on some drugs and stuff. So he ended up, that led to him getting evicted. All right. And, but, you know, I kept my posture because, like I said, you know, I had my hands full and I was ready to put hands on him. But who's to say that dude didn't have a knife or a gun on him? And he was ready, like, for me to say something, and he would have probably tried to take me out. All right. Like this situation here. Okay, neighbors recall victims killed in deadly apartment noise spat. Okay, it says a neighbor of the Brooklyn man gunned down alongside his stepdad in a deadly dispute over noise from their apartment. Remembered the younger victim Thursday. Oh, okay, wait a minute. It might have been them that had the noise, and maybe they got into it with that guy, and he ultimately killed them. All right. So see, I'm thinking it could have been him, but look. Ultimately, it was them. And he was so pissed, he probably took him out. And this probably wasn't the first time he got into it with them about the noise. Okay? All right, and it says, from their apartment, remembered the younger victim Thursday as a deserving of a better fate. All right, Chinwe Mode, I'm guessing they might be like from Africa or something. You know, that's, you know, weird name. All right, was a polite young man. The 38-year-old resident told the Daily News didn't do nothing wrong, no problems. He would help me bring in my groceries, my laundry. That kid didn't give no problems. Mode was shot to death last Sunday alongside his father, Vladimir. I don't know that last name. I ain't gonna butcher it. He's 47. All right, in a caught-on video double homicide in which Jason Pass opened fire to end a long-running noise complaint against the neighbors living above his mother's apartment. All right. Police said Pass, also 47, was himself shot to death Wednesday morning on a Brooklyn street after charging at police with a knife in his hands, cops said. So he had a spirit on him. And they said the neighbor said he believed Pass confronted the two victims with murder on his mind. Hey, man, the scriptures tell you they be spirits created for vengeance and everything. All right, but this is this right here is Proverbs 15:1. It says, "A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger." So maybe when he confronted them, he was ready to kill them guys. But maybe they could have, I don't know if maybe they argued back with him. Maybe he could have complained about the noise. They could have said, sorry, sir, I apologize, man. I'm going to keep it down. We'll keep it down and everything. I'm sorry about that. You know, my apologies. But instead, you know, they probably argued back with him, which stirred up anger, you know. Okay, again, it says a soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger, okay? And they said that this guy obviously looked like he had murder on his mind. Okay, this is Proverbs 22:3. It says, "A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple are passed on and are punished." Okay, so you have to use wisdom. Okay, you know, because like the scripture says here, which I'm pulling up now, Isaiah 33:6. It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure." Okay, so you got to use wisdom and knowledge in everything you do, even with disputes and arguments like that, because people will put you, some people out here, especially now, I like the young brother, you know, where you know, he put his mother to death, man. You know, the love of many is wax cold right now. So you have to be mindful of what you're dealing with out here. There's spirits on a lot of these people, okay? They're not dealing with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, so they don't have that spirit on them. They're vexed with demons, man. And you know, and any, you know, thing can trigger them, man. All right? But you also got to understand that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is the one orchestrating this killing, man, okay? So that should put another level of fear on you, okay? This is Amos chapter 3 and verse 6. It says, "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city and the Lord have not done it?" Okay? So Yahweh, man, is the one that's doing this, man. Like I said, that should put a fear on you to act right, do right, you know, move accordingly, man. You know, with the word, of course. All right? This is Deuteronomy 32 and 39. It says, see now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Okay? So that shows you, man, that Yahweh, man, is a power, man, to be feared. Okay? So, you know, it puts another level of fear on you, you know, to, you know, move accordingly, man. Because, you know, like I said, you're seeing more and more death, man. You're going to see more and more of it, you know, in these last days, okay? Before the second coming of our King, Yahushua, all right? The only begotten Son of Yahweh, all right? This is Hebrews 10 and 31, and I'll end it on this. And it says, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. You know, just bringing out those precepts showing you that Yahweh is the one that's doing the killing. You know, of course, he's not coming off his throne and coming down here himself, just actually killing you. But he has spirits, man, that are created for vengeance. You know, and that's what takes over these people, man. And this is what you see these, you know, like the dude, the father talking about his son is very humble, but yet his son did a heinous crime like that, like to his mother, man. And then he went even a step further and took pictures and sent it to his friends. That's cold-blooded, man. You know? So, you know, we got to come back to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua in these last days. We got to repent, you know, from our old ways, man. We got to come back to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. you know, and we got to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, man, because being on the outside looking in, man, it's not, this ain't the time to be in that position, you know, because you're seeing a lot of death and destruction, man, and more to come. Okay, so Lord willing, you found this lesson edifying. I want to give all honor, all glory, and all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders of the nation of Israel, and shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Until the next one, shalom.